One channel, different shows, everything entertaining. Make a Path presents Let's Talk. Alright, Deadheads, I just made a 20-minute video and I kept going on and on about death predictions that are so hard to do because we have so little information in the second half of The Walking Dead Season 5. So, instead of wasting your time, I am going to re-record that video right now. We're going to run through it and I'm going to utilize my time on videos I believe will not waste your time and that you will absolutely love.
Calm down.
What do you mean, calm down? What?
I don't want to say this in front of your fans here, but my daddy's an idiot.
That is a lie! Ah! Let's talk. The Walking Dead Season 5B, Death Predictions. Alright guys, and before we get into this, I do want to answer a couple questions that I have gotten recently. Why is everybody on Facebook and social media, even YouTube, picking characters that will die, picking certain episodes they will die, without any information to back that up as to why? Like, are there walkers coming, big bad guys we don't know about? And there's two I want to clarify. However, I don't know if this will be spoilerish for anyone out there. It has to do with what fans saw while they were filming and social media. If you want to know, keep listening. If you do not want to know, I'm going to put a spoiler tag here. I will remove this tag when I'm done talking about it. So you can go ahead and mute this video right now and unmute it when this is gone. Alright, to start it off, fans that were watching them film the episodes, now they get a lot of pictures and there's a lot of things leaked and whatever. Oddly enough, there was 0 pictures taken of this incident, and the incident was that Tyrese was all bloody being carried out by 2 other people. He couldn't even walk his own self. What backs this up is the fact that Tyrese was not seen filming any other scenes after this. And then recently, the actor playing Noah, Tyler, he actually tweeted out, "It's been a pleasure working with you guys," like, or something like that. So that's why people believed, and I know Ishmael Murray was the first one that I know of that texted me as soon as he tweeted that and was like, "Yo, dude, I think he dies in episode 15 because that's the episode they're filming," and he tweeted this. If he does die in 15, he probably got his ass chewed out for that tweet. So there's a 50-50 on Noah dying because of that. And that is why people think that those 2 characters will die coming up. What do I think? I personally think Tyrese might just bite it coming up in episode 9 or 10. The walkers have become a manageable threat, and we're not going to have another human villain come show up right away. So I believe that Tyrese, because he is such a physically strong character, I believe that he should die to prove that the walkers are still a threat, because he's so physically capable of handling himself. Now, as far as helping with the story, this also could push Sasha into a new direction. Obviously, she's going to mourn. This will be a bad event for her, but it could possibly push her character to make decisions that she wouldn't make previously if she didn't have this loss. And what I'm saying is it could push her up in the forefront of being a soldier, a fighter, a shooter, and a loner. It could be the reason that Sasha wants to be alone to stay in the bell tower. That could be her reasoning for taking a job like that. That could be a reason for her to take on the sniper role, because she wants to be alone. She kind of is disconnected from the group. She could possibly take out her anger on the walkers that she comes in contact from this point on, because she blames all of the walkers for her brother's death. I mean, there's so many possibilities. I personally believe that because losing Bob and losing Tyrese could push this character into a more evolved storyline, something that could benefit us coming up in 5B and season 6 and 7 and 8. So yes, I do believe that Tyrese will die. Next, we have the new character, Noah. I personally am going to say it's a 50-50. Based off the story, I think he will serve his purpose by the end of this season, but I reserve killing any characters off until the No Way Out story arc, which I believe will be in season 6. But because of that tweet, we know Noah's 50-50, so there is a chance. I don't believe any characters will die between the early episodes, 9 and 10, when Tyrese dies, and the back episodes, because there's an event coming that's so huge that's going to reshape this group, and I believe that is enough intensity to carry the fans and the ratings throughout the next few episodes. Now, to finish it off, Rick has a lot more story. He's not going to die. Carl, a lot more story. He's not going to die. Abraham, he's got a lot more story, and that was done on purpose because of his way too early comic book death, so he's going to live. Michonne, she does have a lot more story to carry out. She's going to live. Daryl, although a lot of say that he is invincible, he will die, just not this season. I believe it's coming up. Carol, I had said that she should die for the story, but then looking at where they're going within the story, I believe that leaving Carol alive now will be beneficial to the story, and it will benefit it a lot more than killing her off. However, I still reserve a 30 to 40% chance for her to die. There's something there that I don't know, there's just something there in my gut, you know? Her and Daryl, I feel, should die at the same time. I think that would just be friggin' awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. In all-out war, they should die in battle. That would be the shit, you know what I mean? I can see the comments already. Father Gabriel, don't really care for the character in the comic book. Don't think I'm going to care for him in the show. However, the actor is good. He is a very talented actor. So I believe they're going to continue his story and actually flesh him out better than they did in the comic book. I see Father Gabriel surviving the end of this season. Same thing goes with Morgan. Let's throw Morgan in there. I believe that Morgan is going to take on a bigger role in season 6, so he will be alive. He will finish out 5B. Sasha, we already talked about. I believe they're propelling her character and the story into a direction that's going to benefit the story, but I believe she's going to make it through 5B, and the pregnancy thing, it's not going to have anything to do with it. Maggie and Glenn, they are pretty much safe. However, I am still going to reserve a slim chance that Glenn will not make it out of this season. Every time he is alive after this season, I'm going to tack on a more probable chance of him dying, and that is mainly because they hinted so much that he was going to die the same way he died in the comic book, pretty much, with the baseball bat in No Sanctuary. Me, again, I think that was just AMC and their fucking ratings. I believe they did that, and like Greg Nicotero said, there is a reason. He didn't say what it was, but there is an absolute reason that's in the trailer. I believe the reason is to just show comic book fans and to get the hype going, and maybe it was paying homage because he will not die like that. So I believe Glenn's character is in trouble and might possibly die, and I 90% believe he will not die either at the hands of Negan or being beat with a baseball bat to death. I don't believe he's gonna die like that. However, there is a percentage that Glenn might die, and I believe that percentage goes up the longer he's alive. Maggie, I think they want to do more to her. They just pushed her character into a new direction, losing her father and her sister. I believe they're going to do something big with Maggie. I don't believe she's going to die. Eugene I didn't care for in the comic. He's okay. I can take it or leave it, and it's the same way in the show. Josh McDermott plays a really good Eugene, but it's like too much. It's too much. The combination of everything with Eugene, and I'm really fucking hoping that now that his lie has been revealed, we don't get as much of an overwhelming cartoony feel from him. With Eugene, even though it is a great actor and I'm fine with him staying alive, he could die and it doesn't matter. And as far as the story for the comic book fans, they can run into anybody else that can make that. I don't care. I believe last but definitely least, Rosita. Don't care. I don't care. Just like the comic book, I dread every page she wastes. You know, with her story, I actually don't care. I mean, reading back through the comic book a second time, I noticed Rosita doing some badass shit, like shooting a zombie here or there, but it just didn't evolve into anything bigger than that for me personally, so she's a character I don't care about. But on the show, we could lose her, and I seriously don't think it matters, even for the story, so I'm just gonna slap an 80% chance of Rosita dying. You know, I'm gonna put that out there. Alright, Deadheads, if I missed anybody, I am sure you will remind me down in the comments below. In a little bit, I will be publishing a video about the story, predicting where it will go from here to the end of Season 5. Got a little bit more work to do on that, but it will be out shortly, as well as a ton of other videos I have. Man, if I had like a team that could just edit and upload, I could be publishing videos, 5 videos a day. And there's so much different stuff we could be cranking out. Imagine that? That'd be crazy. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.